He thought he could bully two elderly men in a diner, but what happened next shocked the entire town. It was a quiet Sunday morning in a small-town diner, where two elderly black veterans, James and Robert, sat sipping coffee and laughing softly about their Army days. The peaceful atmosphere shattered when the door banged open and a young, arrogant cop marched in, glaring at them with disdain. "What are you two doing here? This place isn't for people like you," he barked, his voice loud enough for everyone to hear. The diner grew silent as James and Robert looked at each other calmly, refusing to be rattled. The cop's voice grew harsher. "Didn't you hear me? You don't belong here. Get out before I make you leave." Robert slowly set his cup down and looked the officer straight in the eye. "Son, you have no idea who you're talking to." The tension in the room was thick. The diner owner, Martha, stormed out from the kitchen, her face filled with anger. "Officer, do you even know who these men are? They fought for this country long before you ever wore that badge." Gasps rippled across the room. A man in the corner stood up and added, "They saved dozens of soldiers in Vietnam. James even earned the Medal of Honor." The cop's face turned pale, his arrogance crumbling. James finally spoke, his voice steady and commanding. "Respect is not given by a badge. It's earned by how you treat people." The crowd erupted in applause as the young cop stammered and muttered, I'm sorry." But James wasn't done. He reached into his jacket and pulled out an old, worn photo showing him and Robert standing with a famous general, medals glinting on their uniforms. "Next time you decide who belongs and who doesn't, remember this," he said. The cop lowered his head, completely humbled, while Martha declared, "The world needs more men like them, not more bullies with badges." James and Robert stood, paid their bill, and walked out with quiet dignity as the entire diner watched in awe. Moments later, the police chief entered, having heard what happened, and sternly ordered the young officer outside for disciplinary action, leaving the crowd even more stunned. Never judge people by their color, age, or appearance, because true heroes walk among us every day. If you enjoyed this story and want more powerful lessons like this, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends.